Hi guys, good evening and welcome back to another video. Today's market, we saw a sharp fall towards the end of the day, right? This may be due to some, border issues or some geopolitical reasons. But if you recall what we discussed in the weekly analysis video, just let's have a quick recap. That is telling me from 5th to 8th, this has to be opposite swings, meaning, for example, let's say, let me go down to a smaller time frame, it'll be more clear. So for example, let's say that 5th, we make a swing high like this. We go 5th end of the day or 6th early first hour, we make a high. Then 8th has to be the opposite side. Okay. So from the recap, it's quite clear that market made a high towards the 5th and then we had a good fall towards 8th, right? What did I tell you? It has to be a single direction. This is time cycle. I've told this many times and I'll repeat it again. Sometimes there are forces outside the market that is not in your option chain, that is not there in your volume analysis. Some things that are outside the market, which are more powerful, they control the price movements. When time is up, the market has to change its direction, right? Time cycles is a very, very powerful method. And in this video, we're going to discuss one strategy, how we can plan for the coming week. I'll share one of my strategies which I'm looking at. But before we go into a strategy, we have to talk about VIX, India VIX. In the weekend video, again, we talked about India VIX. If you look at this, it was slowly moving up, right? India VIX was slowly moving up. I told you two reasons. One is the border issues, border tensions, as well as the Fed interest rate decision. I told you a detailed analysis of what Fed can do. Fed did not change the rate. Very good. No issues with that. So today what happened? Market had a cool off. You see this kind of cool off here. It has not happened anywhere before. A small spike down, small sideways move. Here also minimum, right? So this kind of cool off did not happen before. What happened today was a sudden spike towards the end. Now there's a difference, like I told you last time also. If you see this spike, there's a sharp spike, right? This is also a sharp spike, right? This is also a sharp spike in the VIX. Gradual movement is different, where people, the traders or the big players are, they are fearing some outcome. They are stressed about some event that can happen, but it has not yet happened. This kind of move is sudden and unexpected event that is going to happen immediately, or it has just happened, right? So VIX is telling us that if has something to do with border tensions, then something can happen today itself, tonight, or before the next session, right? So that is one thing which I am looking at. So before we go into our strategy, first thing we must know is the market structure. Structure of the market, like I told you many times, we have to focus on what we are good at. We are good at Elliott waves. We have to stick with that. Last time I told you NIFTY structure was, we had two options. One of them was this, based on your gift NIFTY. This is one of the setups which will go towards the mid of your May. There we have time cycle date there. If you have not watched the weekly analysis video, go there and watch it again, or else wait for the next weekend where we'll discuss again more in detail, right? The second option we had was market does some sort of a consolidation and correction of this move here. So there were two reasons for that. We saw that one was because of Gifty, the gift NIFTY chart. If you look at gift NIFTY chart, it is a little bit different compared to your NIFTY's chart. So I'll discuss about this, what we can do tonight itself. We can understand which is the correct direction. Before that, we'll go towards NIFTY. The first important point we had was to select your 38 to 50% zone, right? So this is one of the correction areas we were expecting market to come. First point, 38 to 50% between 23,472 or 23,736. This is one of the option. If market does this, it will bounce from here. This is one of the option we had. Second option earlier, which I told you, was this. These are the two options. Right now, based on time cycle, what did I tell you? 5th to 8th was one cycle. Now the next cycle from 8th to 12th, correct? This is the next small cycle, not a big cycle. This is small cycles. Regarding direction, we don't have a direction here. Okay, we don't have a direction. Last time I told you what, from 5th, it has to go directly towards 8th, right? From 5th to 8th, we had a direct move. Simple. Here from 8th to 12th, we don't have a direction, but we know that this is a small time cycle start. So what we look at is we look at the market structure. If market decided to start a new move today, if market decided to start a new high on 8th, swing high, and then it will go on towards 12th, right? This is one of the options we have. Second option is tomorrow itself, if there is no news overnight and everything is peaceful, market can start the next leg up, and this VIX, which you're seeing, this panic VIX, it will immediately crash down. It become normal again, right? So this kind of movement will happen in the VIX. Simple. So this is one of the setups we have right now. First one, which we discussed, is your market deeper correction. The second one, because of GIFT Nifty's chart, we discussed there was a possibility that GIFT Nifty, because it's moving like this, it can also create a move like this. So right now for GIFT Nifty overnight, what you can observe is this swing low and this swing low, right? If these two swing lows are not broken, if one is broken, no issues, but especially this one, this is very important. This swing low made on the 25th, I think. Let me see. Yeah, 25th Friday. If this swing low is not broken in GIFT Nifty's chart, it is very clear, then market is going to follow this path. So I'm talking about in case there is any big event which is going to happen overnight because of the VIX we saw, right? So this is one thing you can watch overnight. In that case, market will trigger your A wave, your B wave, and then your C wave will start. And then we'll go for a D wave, and then finally E wave. This can be around 19th or it can be around next week, anytime 16th. That is also possible, right? So the first important priority, we'll see if this swing low is sustained or broken. This swing low is the next priority. If this swing low breaks by any chance, there is no option for market to go do this. It is going to finish its correction first, 38 to 50%, and then we'll see what happens next. Okay, so this swing low is major priority in GIFT Nifty. If you see the same thing in Nifty, the same swing low comes here, correct? So for this correction to happen, Nifty has to come back towards this swing low, right? 38 to 50% is below that. So right now, Nifty, no matter what it does here, as long as this swing low is intact, we are going for a further high move, and the structure, the path will be like this. All right, this is very clear. So intraday, what happened today? Intraday, we had a super fall. This time zones, everything was shared in the Underground Traders Group members. You see, like I said again, time triggers big moves in the market. So studying time for me itself, it took many years, and still I'm studying it. It's not a simple formula where you can apply. Nowadays, gurus are teaching GAN in 5 minutes with 50,000 rupees. They're charging courses. That's not possible, guys. I'm telling you, it's not a single course thing. You cannot do it. I'm still studying. I'm still researching every day. I'm trying new ideas, right? So something like this, if happens in the market, it's very, very important that we have to see why it happened. This kind of moves, if time has triggered this kind of move, then we have to see whether it's a serious pump or a dump in the market. And then if it's a dump, then immediately tomorrow itself, market will retrace the entire thing if it's actual dump. If you look at the FRVP, first thing, if you look at the FRVP, I've made 2 detailed videos, guys. Just have a look at it. You'll understand the settings, how to use them, what is it about. If you see, the entire control right now is at this point. Entire control, the most transactions has happened at this point. So 2 things can happen. Market can, if it wants to go, like towards 12th, if it wants to go from 8th to 12th, if it wants to go directly sideways, or if it wants to go on a direct move, 2 things can happen. This can sustain, this move can, we can break down tomorrow, sideways move like this, and then 12th we can finish this off. Okay, one of the possibilities. Or else tomorrow itself, if there's nothing happening, there's no issues somewhere in the border or global geopolitically, then we will immediately retrace the entire wave tomorrow itself. Okay, keep that in mind. Now, strategy, I'll tell you a simple strategy. It's not difficult. Here I have let's say it's just a demo account. I'll make a ratio spread. Now, what is a ratio spread? I'll explain it and why are we using it. This strategy is very simple. The first core idea we have is what? That in case market falls down, this is our target area, correct? This is nearly 23,730. Let's say take 750, round figure. Here bottom 23,472, we'll take it as 500, 23,500. Okay. Simple ratio spread will give us an opportunity to capture in case we are right, market can sustain here. And this is our idea. This is our boundary limit. So ratio spread can be used in such cases where you have a boundary level. So from here, either a market will reverse or from here it will break down. This is your idea so far based on the analysis you have. This is a safe method, very safe method. Let me just create. So the 23,750 and 500. Okay. So if I look at the next week, I'm taking, okay, May 7th. Sorry, May 15th, right? Yeah. 23,750. Now ratio spread, you can make it in different methods. I'm just using a put ratio spread here. One sell 23,500 buy and another sell. 1 second. Mistake. 23,500 sell, right? So how does the graph look like now? If you look at the graph on the right side here, what is it telling me? That if market goes up against me, I will be in profit, some profit. If market falls, right, as expected, if price falls, this is right now 24,000, say 270 something, right? Current price. If market falls back down, we will gain more profit. This is a combination of one option sell strategy and this is a debit spread, right? So credit and debit combination ratio spread. Very good strategy for anyone who wants to make regular income or something like that. I'm just sharing my idea, what I'm looking for. Here, like I said, the break-even points. You see this break-even point here and here. It is around 23,200. 23,200. Now, where is 23,200 in our chart? It's down here, right? 23,200. So as per my strategy, if market falls down, some reason, if it falls down and my boundary level started from here to all the way here, right? So how does the graph look? I'll just show you here using your ratio spread, something like this, right? So if market falls down next week onwards until next week 12th or 13th, whatever, I will gain money. Okay, I will gain some money if it falls down. What if, like I told you, market suddenly reverses and goes back up? If market reverses and goes back up, what can I do? If I see the structure of this strategy is very simple. Even if market goes up, I will earn some money. Then later, like for example, right now it's 23,000, 24,290, right? If market does nothing, if it does not fall and expires above, anywhere above 1,000 points above also, I will gain on expiry at least 10,000 rupees. This is again only one lot we're talking about, right? So this is a very powerful strategy, guys. Okay, keep that in mind when you make this kind of strategy, that you need a boundary level, an important boundary level which you're targeting. This is the first thing. Now question is, what if you are correct? What if you're correct? Market bounces from here. Good, right? You are correct. You're making money. What if market goes opposite your direction? It goes automatically. I don't want to sit with only 10,000. I want to make more. In that case, you can adjust one of these legs continuously up. Okay. In that case, when you are already right, when you've already made some money, you can adjust these strike prices upside. One of them, any one of them, keep adjusting upside, right? Make sure your delta is 0.25. So let's say 2 days passed, Monday over Tuesday, we reached to Monday, Friday over, Monday is done. And you see that, okay, you're in profit, then you can plan to shift. But make sure that you are right. Market structure wise, you're right. This strategy, I'm not talking about premium level, I'm not talking about OI, I'm only talking about market structure. Now, last case, what if you are wrong? Market breaks this level and starts to fall. What if market breaks this level and starts to fall? In that case, at this point here itself, you will understand clear idea of what is happening. Here itself, when the price reaches here, you will have a clear idea of what is happening. So in that case, what you can do is one of your leg will already make money. Okay. One of your leg will already make money. You can just book this out. You can book one leg out, or you can add. See, this is, you see this 1, 2. So 1, 2. Just add one more put option. So you see, what does it do? This loss is there, right? This loss will get cut off. It'll become a condor, right? It will become a condor. Right now, it looks like a no loss strategy, but don't go for it. Don't, in the live market, it'll look different. So right now, it's for you, it's very clear. It looks something like this. Your loss leg, which was there before, let me remove it and I'll show it again. Your infinite loss leg, this one, this will go away. This will go away when you buy a put option to cover this risk. The risk was because of this. To cover this risk, when you buy a put option, hedge it, basically, it will go away. So this is one small strategy which I am planning. I've told you what adjustments I'll make. So going forward, like I told you earlier, we will discuss more strategies. I've spent a lot of time teaching price action, price. Now, how to convert that market structure into a strategy. We'll discuss that in the future videos. I hope you understood something from this video. Detailed explanation and detailed analysis we will do in the weekend. Right now, first thing you must notice whether market tomorrow is gapping down or going forward, or market is going up. That is a primary thing. And overnight, if you are active, right, if you're a night hawk, you can watch gift nifty, what it's doing, right? Gift nifty itself will tell you an idea. Take that idea, go to the next day and plan your setup. Confirm that your idea is correct and then plan your strategy like that. Okay, thank you guys. I'll see you in the next video. We'll meet again in the weekend. Long detailed time cycles, we'll discuss all that, what is happening, what can happen. Take care and be safe.